Okay, 16.02. And I want to change the subject to x, okay? And in this equation, the original equation, so we have two different fractions adding together. So we cannot multiply the denominators to the opposite side at this step, okay? But what can we do? Is that we can multiply the same number to all the terms, to every term, okay? In order to cancel out the denominators. So I have denominator x and denominator y, right? So I'm going to cancel them one by one, okay? When you get familiarized with the steps, you may skip some steps. But if you are not feeling secure, then do it step by step, okay? So I'm going to multiply x first to the first term and to the second term, x, right? And to the term on the right-hand side. Can you get the idea here? Okay, so I'm going to multiply the same number to every term in the equation. Okay? And that number I'm going to multiply will be one of the denominator. Okay? Just write down this first, and then we do it term by term. For the first term, first multiplication, this x and the denominator x will be cancelled by each other. So what's remaining for the first term is just a. Okay? And then for the second term, the x and has no common factor to be cancelled. So what can be done is, because it is a number multiplied to a fraction, and that number should be multiplied to the top part of the fraction. Okay, so it should be bx on the top. Okay, bx and then over y. On the right hand side, just multiply x to the 3. It becomes 3x. Okay, and we still have a denominator here, denominator y. So we do the same thing for the second round. This time, I'm going to multiply the y to every term in the equation. Okay, so y times a plus y times bx over y is equal to y times 3x. Okay, and again, if there is no fraction, you just multiply the terms together. The first term is ay plus the second term, the y and the y will be cancelled by each other. So what is remaining is bx. And right hand side, just multiply everything together. Just write them together. It should be 3xy. It's okay? And now, I need to... Okay? Are you okay? Yeah. Now, I need to change the subject to x. So I need to separate the terms with x and the terms without x. Okay, can you tell me? Shall I move the 3xy to the left or move the bx to the right? To the left. And 3xy is moved to the left. And then I need to move the ay to the right. You're suggesting this? Yeah, that is like this. Bx minus 3xy is equal to what? Ay. Is it correct? Negative ay. Okay? Careful, careful. So I won't do this. I won't do this. Because I don't want a side, one of the side will be completely negative. And do you understand my idea? Okay? If I move the ay term to the right hand side, then the right hand side, all the terms, even though there's only one term, so that is all the terms are negative, right? I don't want this to happen. Okay? So instead of moving the 3xy to the left, I am going to move the bx to the right. Okay? So I'm not going to do this step like this. I'm going to move the bx to the right. 3xy minus bx. Can you get this? Okay? Such that the left left-hand side is positive term. Right-hand side is still a difference between two terms, right? And then 嗱，記住唔一定啊，即係喺計算嘅過程裏邊，一定要將個 subject 嗰個 term 咧擺喺左邊先嘅。我哋臨尾最尾個 set 咧先擺翻去左邊咧係冇問題，係更加好嘅有陣時啊。Okay, so I have moved all the x terms to the right-hand side. So I need to take out the common factor x and then write down the remaining factor 3y minus b. Can you get this? And finally, because I want x to be the subject and I need x to be alone on one side. Now it is multiplied by this bracket. So what I need to do is to divide this bracket to the left. So ay divided by 3y minus b is equal to x. Okay, so x is alone on one side and on the other side there is no more x, so that will be the answer. And then I need to write x on the left hand side if this is the long question. Okay, so can you find the answer? I think it should be option A, right? Get 咩到？點樣做呢啲？即係差唔多最麻煩就係呢隻㗎啦。OK， 又有份數啊咁樣樣。OK， and one more 17.03. Let's do this together. Again, there are fractions, right? Okay, so no matter what, I need to cancel out the fraction first. Okay, so I even did not see what the question want us to make the subject to be. Okay, I just need to cancel out the fraction. So we have denominator 2a and denominator a. Okay, so I'm going to cancel out the larger one first. That should be 2a. So I multiply every term by 2a. Like this is equal to 2a times 2 plus 2a times b over a. Can you follow? And for the first term, 2a and 2a will be cancelled by each other. So what is remaining will be a plus 4b. That is the numerator. And then for the second term on the right, so we have 2a times 2. These two and these two can be calculated. Okay, so it becomes 4 and then times 8. Get this? So this term becomes 4a. And then this time, something special happened here. 2a and this a. There is a common factor which can be cancelled, which is the a. Okay, so what is remaining is 2 and b. Okay, that is 2 times b. That is 2b. You're still following? And then now so after cancelling the fractions, I go back to look at the question. Okay, to see what the question asks us to do. I want a to be the subject. Okay, so I need to move all the a terms together and the non-a terms together. Shall I move the a terms to the left or to the right? Left or right? Should be right. Okay, because if you move the 4a to the left, it becomes negative 3a, and that is what I don't want. Okay, if I move the a to the right, then it will be 4a minus a, it will be positive 3a. That's what I want. Okay, so I need to move the 2b to the left and the 1a to the right, like this. So we have 2b equals 3a. And because I want a to be the subject, and now it is multiplied by 3. And I need to divide the 3 to the left. So I have 2b over 3 equals a, which means that a should be equal to 2b over 3. Okay? And again, it is option A. It is. You see? It's okay up to now? Okay, now I want you to do the remaining questions, okay, about changing subjects. in the MC. And did you recognize them? Some of them is about functions, which I'm going to talk about in the second lesson. You just skip all the questions about functions first. Okay. So there are only 5 questions remaining, which are about changing subject in the MC. 好，嗱，試下幫我圈出嚟先。嗱，我其中想即係 train 大家一樣嘢咧，都係要知道咧邊啲題目係屬於邊啲 topic。OK， 我哋一見到嗰啲題目咧，知道應該係邊啲 topic 嘅話咧，就要諗起邊啲技巧啊去做嗰樣嘢。OK， 第一樣嘢幫我圈翻低 MC 剩翻嗰啲題目裏邊，邊啲係屬於 changing subject 嘅先。OK， 睇下係咪圈到有問題嘅。即係我未講嘅，我淨講1、6同埋7嗰兩題嘅。Yes. So I give you 6 minutes. Do the 5 multiple choice questions. Yes. 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 Did you finish first two questions, 13 and 18? Yes. So can you check your steps for 13.02? The answer is option D. Can you get the correct answer? And do you have any step you want me to explain? Sorry? Yes, both are okay. But so this is my style. Okay, so if I see fraction, okay, if I see fraction, I multiply the denominator to every term in the equation. It's okay, but you can think like multiply the c to the opposite top part and multiply the d here. Okay. Yes. Just like what do we call 交叉相乘？嗱，記住喎，不過咧呢度咧，你要小心啲。如果你用呢一招嘅話咧，交叉相乘嘅話咧，你記住係個分數兩邊分數都冇加或者減任何嘢，先至係得嘅，先至可以直接咧將個分母乘過去對面呢度 ，like this。Okay, I have multiplied the d to the top left corner, and I have multiplied the c to the top right corner. Okay, in one step. And then we have dy minus d equals cy plus c. And the remaining steps will be just similar. Okay? So y is d plus c over d minus c. Okay? Okay, how about the next one? What's the next one? 18.02. And so they are alpha and beta, not A and B. Huh? This one. It's okay. Okay. Okay, 18.02. Have we done? Okay, good. So we have fraction again. I need to multiply 1 minus x. So I'm going to do my own way first. Okay, to this. The more secure way. And the first denominator is 1 minus x, okay, which is the longer one. So I multiply 1 minus x to every term in this equation. Okay, just like this, 1 minus x times this is equal to 1 minus x times that. For the first multiplication, okay, this 1 minus x and that one should be cancelled by each other. So what's remaining on the left is that is alpha. Okay, it looks like an A, but that is alpha. And then can we attention. Can we cancel any common factor on the right hand side? No. Okay, did you realize that this is not a common factor, right? Because this x is connected by minus. So this x is not qualified to cancel with any other thing. Is it okay? But the 1 minus x here as a whole bracket can be cancelled with the 1 minus x. Okay? But this part, the x part, okay, is connected by minus. So it is not qualified. Alright? So if there is no common factor to cancel, this 1 minus x should be multiplied to the top part of the fraction. Okay, like this. Can you follow? And normally we will expand the bracket. So alpha is equal to beta minus beta x over x. Okay? And then just multiply the second denominator x to every term in the equation. So it's alpha x is equal to beta minus beta x. Okay? And what do we want here? Where is the question? It's here. I want x to be the subject. Okay, so I need to move all the terms with x to one side. So that is to move this minus beta x to the left. So I get alpha x plus beta x equals beta, and then take out the common factor like this, and then x is equal to beta over alpha plus beta. Okay, do I have answer? Seems yes. Is it option D, right? Yes, option D. Are you correct? Good. Next one should be 1905. So let me speed up a little bit. Huh? No, not a little bit. Sorry? Oh, yes. Okay. So so when I am talking, you can do copying, right? Okay. I want k to be the subject, but I see fraction. Okay. The only denominator is k plus 4, right? So just multiply every term by k plus 4. H is equal to k plus 4, 3 minus k plus 4 times 5 over k plus 4. Like this. Okay. And left hand side, k plus 4 times h. Just remove the bracket. It's hk plus 4h. And then second multiplication, k plus 4 times 3 is 3k plus 12 minus. And the next one, the k plus 4 and k plus 4 should be cancelled by each other. So what is remaining is just minus 5. Can you get this? Okay. Before doing something further, I can see that the plus 12 and the minus 5 can be calculated. So please remember to simplify the like terms before proceed to any other step. That is like this. Okay? And then I want k to be the subject. So I need to put all the terms with k to one side, and then all the terms without k to the other side. 好，嗱呢度咧，呢度我哋會點樣樣？會擺個 k terms 喺邊邊嘅？ Right hand side or left hand side? Right hand side. What if? Let me do something tricky here. Okay. Sometimes I cannot determine which side should I put the subject terms to be. Okay. For example, if I put the 3k to the left, like this, and then 7 minus 4h, right? That is not wrong. That is not wrong. And then I take out the subject, this h minus 3 is equal to 7 minus 4h. Okay, that is not wrong. And I divide the h minus 3 to the right hand side. That is not wrong. But I cannot get the answer. Okay, why? Why is it like this? There is no options. Option A, B, C, D, all of them are not like this. Okay? 好啦，嗱呢度學多一樣嘢喎，學多一樣嘢啊。呢度咧 ，this is 7 minus 4h, and then we have some options having 4h minus 7. The subtraction is swapped. Okay, it's interchanged. Okay. Also, my answer is h minus 3, but some of them is 3 minus h. Again, the subtraction is swapped. Okay, so we can do one little step to make that right. That is to take out a negative sign from both the numerator and the denominator. Okay, that is like this. Let's do it together here. So I take out a negative sign from the top. Originally, it is 7 minus 4h. When I have taken out a negative, the subtraction is swapped. Okay, it becomes 4h minus 7. And again, on the bottom, when I take out a negative from the denominator, the subtraction is swapped. It becomes 3 minus h. Okay? But what happened to the extra negative signs? Because we have negative and negative in one single fraction, so it is double negative. The two negative signs will be cancelled by each other. Okay? So it is just becomes both positive. It's 4h minus 7 over 3 minus h. Okay? It's one up, one down. It can be cancelled by each other. Okay? And now I have 4h minus 7 divided by 3 minus h, where option A will be the correct answer. Can you get this? So let me paste here first.好，請問你哋明唔明我呢度做呢樣嘢抽符號呢樣嘢啦？因為呢題係 MC 嚟嘅，你一定要做到佢即係 option A、B、C、D 嘅是但一個答案，你先至肯定你自己係計啱數咁樣。所以你要識得啦，即係如果其實咧如果係 long cut 嘅話咧，你做到呢一個 step 咧，7減 4h over h 減3做答案咧已經滿分㗎啦。如果係 long cut 嘅話，已經滿分啦。不過咧，你做呢一個 step 嘅時候咧，你揾唔到有呢個 option 嘅話咧，你就要識得點樣去繼續去到即係去揾一啲佢俾你嘅答案，我哋嗰啲 options 咁樣。Okay. So that is like this. So it is option A again. It's not again. And maybe I talk about the other type first. It's about the function type first. Okay. I think the 20 and the 21 questions are actually easier than those, right? Because there is no fraction. Okay. Oh, 19.8. There's this one. Okay. 好嗱，聽聽啦。呢一種題目咧都係成日都會問嘅，即係差唔多年年都有問嘅啦，就係關於 function 嘅。Okay. So I start from this, okay, because the classmate asked me to talk about this first, okay. But I think all of them are actually quite similar. Okay. So let us start from this first. 好，嗱，睇住咯。Hello. Yes. 記住啊。This type of question, there is always a function fx, or sometimes it is called gx or hx. Okay, it's just a name. And the formula of fx is given. Okay, and then the question will ask you to calculate something about the fx. For example, fc plus f negative c. You need to calculate each f number separately first. Okay, we have fx being x cubed plus cx squared plus c, right? This is the formula. This is the original formula. And then I'm going to do preparation. I'm going to prepare for the fc first. Okay, if fx is equal to this, then fc, yes, is c to the power 3 plus c times c power 2 plus c. Can you get what I've done? Just replace all the x by c. But the c is still here, unchanged. Okay, it's still kept. Okay, and then let's simplify the terms. C power 3 is just c cubed. C cubed plus c times c squared. How many copies of c are multiplied together? 3. So it is still equal to c cubed. And then plus c. Okay. Can you see that the first c cubed and second c cubed are like terms? They can be added together. It becomes 2c cubed. Okay, yes, good. 2c cubed. But we still have the plus c. They are not like terms. Okay, so they cannot be added together. And that's done. That's done for this preparation. Okay, let me paste here first. So I have just prepared this term, this FC. Then I need to prepare for the F negative C. So Fx, I just copy one more time. You don't need to do this. Okay? F negative C will be replacing all the x by negative C this time. It becomes negative C power 3 plus C times negative C power 2 plus C. Can you get? Okay. First, it is a negative number inside a power. Okay. So if it is power 3, it means that there are 3 copies of negative C, negative C, negative C multiplied together. So what is the sign of the outcome? Should be positive or negative? Negative. Okay. So it is a negative. Negative what? Negative C to the power 3. Okay, because there are 3 copies of C multiplying together. It's okay? And then plus C times. So we have negative C to the power 2. So there are 2 copies of negative C multiplied together. What is the outcome? Is it positive or negative? Positive. Okay, positive what? Is C squared or just C squared. Okay, so it's negative C cubed plus C times C squared becomes C power 3 plus C, right? And this time, the 2 C cubed terms are like terms. They can be calculated. This time, one negative, one positive. They are just cancelled by each other. So what's remaining in this F negative C is just C, yes. Can you follow? It's not done yet. Finally, so I have prepared this FC and F negative C separately. And then I can add them together to answer the question. Okay? So FC plus F negative C is equal to 2C cubed plus C and then plus C. And then the C and C are like terms, so they can be added together. It becomes 2C cubed plus 2C, because we have C plus C, right? Can you get this? Okay, so yes. Can you follow? So the answer is option C. Can you now just circle, okay, all the related topics, all the questions with related topics in this multiple choice? How many of them are remaining? You've done all of them. Okay, good. 有幾題啊？應該係咪啦？幫我揾翻，幫我圈翻呢一種題目嚟嘅，即係 function 嘅題目 fx。Sorry, 18.7. Yes, yes. Any other? Yeah, 21.7. 20 point. Yeah. Yes. Okay. All the remaining questions will be okay. Okay. Can you do all of them now? Should be 17.06. And then 18.07. And we have done the 19 and then 20.05. And finally 21.07. Can we do it now? Hello? Yes, can we do it now? Yes, yes. Please wait. Yes. Okay, now. So we have 17.06. Because 17.06 can be slightly easier than 18. We will start with this first. Okay, so as you are finished, you write down your answer for the first questions. Oh, yes, thank you. 17.06 and 18.67. Right here. 17.06 and 18.07. Okay, thank you. What? What is the answer? What was the answer? The answer is A.
The answer is A because I calculated A.
Okay.
Di situ Chom.
That's correct. That is correct. That's
This is
correct.
correct. This is right.
Yes.
So,
Okay, thank you very much. So the answer is option A. Have you done 17.06? Okay, can you get option A? Is it correct? No response from your classmates. Okay. So it seems no one agree with you. Anyone agree with her? Can you get option A? And so I think all the steps are correct except one just very minor mistake. Very minor mistake. Can you tell me? Which line? Just very minor mistake. F.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
So if you have this question,
yes.
it's f negative 2 minus f negative 2, the answer must be equal to 0.
Yeah.
Okay, because they are cancelled by each other. Okay?
Yeah, so
But the question is not asking you to find this. Should be f 2. Yes, it should be 2. Positive 2 minus f negative 2. Okay? Such that yes, your expressions are actually correct. Okay, it's k minus 2 minus 18 plus k. Okay? Yes, it's well done because I'm worried that some of you will miss out this bracket. Okay? If you miss out this bracket, then you can't get the answer. Okay? Because you'll get 2k minus 20, right? Okay? So any problems from this question? This is perfectly correct, except that you mistake. Okay? Okay, good. Give her a big hand, please. Good. So anyone want to come out to do something? Come on, look at me. Huh? What? No, you don't need a break. Do you? The second one. What is the second one? Where's the screen? $18.07. Have you done this? Well, actually, I would like to see your work. Actually, can you? 18.07. Do it again now. So I think this one will be the most difficult one among the few questions. Are you done? Is that correct? Okay, that's up. Okay. This is not the worst. Okay, first let me see. Right square. Right square. Okay, good. Thank you. Is that correct? It's option D. What? Great. Ah. You see that option D is 12n squared. Where did it go wrong? Henry. I have located the mistake.
I told you.
Listen.
Oh, yes.
It is good that you remember to use the identity to expand this bracket. But there is one little mistake here. Can you Henry?
Yes,
Where is the mistake? Wait, no, not this. No. Because this a minus b bracket square becomes a square, right? A square minus 2ab plus b square. And the a is 2m. So the a square, when you do the a square, you need to put a bracket here. Okay, the 2m bracket square minus 2ab plus b square, right? Okay, so square can be shared by the 2 also. It becomes 4m squared. And when you multiply the 3 to the 4, it becomes 12m squared and 12m squared. Okay? And that will be correct. It's okay? So just be careful. Okay? So let's continue tomorrow. And just tell you that tomorrow I will start a new topic, and so there we will have some guests. Lesson observation, okay, by the principal and some other teachers. Okay, so that's like this. But we will just do what we are doing. Okay. Yes, I will. So I will teach you about the percentage problem: cost price, selling price, mark price, discount, and so on. So I think you all need some training on this topic. And not yet. And a simple interest and compound interest. That is tomorrow. So please remember, go to school tomorrow. Okay, stand up. The second lesson, actually. Goodbye, class.